Find out how Troy University is using empty bowls.
Plus, see what band is coming to Troy. Stay tuned. TrojanVision News starts now.
From the High Definition Production Center of Troy University's Broadcast and Digital Network and Troy campuses around the world, this is Troy TrojanVision News.
Hello and welcome to Troy TrojanVision News for April 16th, 2015. I'm Victoria Bailey.
And I'm Xavier Harris. Thank you for joining us this evening. It might seem unusual to feed the hungry using empty bowls, but the Pike County Salvation Army is going to do just that tomorrow as they hold a fundraiser to help fill the local food bank. Grishma Ramal has the preview.
On Friday, Pike County residents can use their lunch break to help feed the hungry as the Pike County Salvation Army holds their Empty Bowls Luncheon. The luncheon serves as a fundraiser for the Salvation Army Food Bank.
It's actually the second largest fundraiser that we have. And what it does, all the proceeds from our Empty Bowls Luncheon goes to our food bank. We have a food bank on site at our Salvation Army Service Center here in Troy. We give out food every day, so there's a big need there, and this certainly helps us to replenish the shelves in our food bank.
Tickets for the luncheon are $20, and that money will get participants a meal and their own handmade empty bowl to take home.
And with your ticket, that entitles you to come in and pick out a handcrafted bowl of your choice, and then you get to go over and pick out soup, whatever kind of soup you would like to have.
May says they will offer a full buffet of soups with plenty of options coming from a variety of donors.
We're having soups from local restaurants and individuals that are making soup for us, and we'll have camp stew and chili also. And you can get as much as you want. You can try different ones. They're all really delicious. We'll have rolls from Sister Schubert. We're going to have cupcakes from Sodexo. They'll be providing a soup also. And we're going to have other dessert items, coffee, tea, and water.
Grishma Ramal, Troy TrojanVision News.
The Empty Bowls Luncheon will be tomorrow from 11 to 2 at the Bush Memorial Fellowship Center.
Troy University's theater department's production of To Kill a Mockingbird is making its debut last night in the Trojan Center Theater. The play is based on the Alabama-based classic novel of the same name by Harper Lee. The show opened last night and will run throughout the weekend. It features a cast made up of Troy University students, local school children, and one theater alumnus, Danny Gilroy, who made a comeback for the production. Gilroy says he is excited about coming back.
I graduated from here in 1992. I graduated with a theater and speech degree. I thought if it ever came up, I'd like to do it and do it in a quality production. And I knew it would be quality here because I knew Tori and I knew all people here who work here. And my son's a student here in this department, so I knew it would be quality. So I jumped at it when I had the opportunity.
To Kill a Mockingbird will run through Sunday. Showtime for tonight through Saturday will be 7:30, and Sunday's matinee will begin at 2:30. Tickets are available in the Trojan Center box office.
Trojan Arena is traditionally known for its basketball games, but tomorrow night it will turn into a concert hall for the Troy University's Activities Council. The UAC will present Need to Breathe featuring Ben Rector tomorrow night at 7 p.m. in Trojan Arena. Tickets are still available for the show and can be purchased by students from 10 to 2 in the Trojan Center food court. Organizers say it should be an exciting to see in the concert in the arena.
It's going to be like those big arenas that are made for concerts. They just put down the stuff on the basketball floor so it doesn't get damaged. And then all the students, well, not all of them, but the majority of the students are going to have floor tickets. So they're going to be on the floor up there with the band, just like any regular concert would be. And there's going to be lights and the sound is going to be really good. It's just going to be an experience like none other that Troy's seen in a very long time.
Tickets for the concert are $15 for students and can be purchased from 10 to 2 in the Trojan Center food court. Tickets for the general public are $30 and can be purchased at ticketreturn.com. Need to Breathe featuring Ben Rector will be tomorrow night at 7 o'clock in Trojan Arena. It's not usual for students who live off campus to pick up a pet to keep them company during their time in school, but it's usually a cat or dog.
Well, in today's Trojan Profile, we'll meet a student who's decided to go a slightly different direction, choosing some slithering friends. Shu Yan Lee has the story.
For most of people, snakes is a kind of horrible animal, but Troy University student Gao Yu doesn't think so. In his eyes, snakes are his good friends.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Gao Yu lives with 6 snakes this semester. He feeds them twice a week. Under his care, these snakes are healthy and active. How long have you had these snakes?
About 8 years.
8 years. Whoa, that's so long. So why do you like snakes?
I think it is very beautiful and special. This snake very beautiful and cute. This snake, after 3 months, he will have baby. They won't attack any human. Sometimes they are protecting themselves and their children. They are very friendly, even though look scary. Snakes are my close friends. I love snakes.
Gao Yu also has a lizard, and his roommates own some dogs and cats. That's the reason why his house is called Dale Dry Zoo.
Actually, it's my first time to see a people who keeps a snake as a pet. In my circle, there is there is no people like Gao Yu, who has so many knowledge of animals.
Although it is still far away from graduation, Gao Yu has already begun to consider the life of his friends after he graduates.
I plan to give them to person who really like snakes. Actually, I love them. I don't want to leave my snakes, but I have no choice.
Zhiyan Li, Troy, TrojanVision News.
In the next installment of our Trojan Profile series, we will meet a student who is responsible for capturing everyone's collegiate memories for the school yearbook.
And now taking a look at news from around the state. In Montgomery, Alabama, public health officials say nearly 100 people have been hospitalized for issues linked to synthetic marijuana known as spice. The Alabama Department of Public Health said in a statement yesterday that at least 98 people have been hospitalized in the past month with symptoms linked to spice use.
In Russellville, aggressive dogs are free to roam a Russellville neighborhood, and legally there is a little that can be done about it. Residents spoke with Franklin County Commissioner Monday and resolving the issue. Due to the county's lack of home rule, County Authority Roger Bedford says there are certain restrictions that make passing an ordinance complex and lengthy.
And in Montgomery, Attorney General Luther Strange is urging the U.S. Supreme Court to uphold a lethal injection drug that Alabama plans to use in its next execution. Oklahoma inmates challenged the drug as cruel and unusual punishment after it was used in several problematic executions. Still to come on Trojan Vision News, the women's golf team is once again at the top of the Sun Belt. Whitney Hartzell will have the details coming up in sports.
Plus, we see how a mailman entered a no-fly zone at the Capitol. Stay with us.
Questions this morning about how a protester landed a gyrocopter next to the U.S. Capitol without being detected. I'm Edward Lawrence in Washington. That story coming up.
This Friday, Troy's University Activities Council presents Need to Breathe, featuring Ben Rector in the Trojan Arena. Tickets are now available for the show. $15 for students, $30 for the general public. Student tickets can be purchased from 10 to 2 in the Trojan Center food court. Tickets for the general public can be purchased at ticketreturn.com. Need to Breathe, featuring Ben Rector, this Friday at 7 o'clock in the Trojan Arena. Buy your tickets now.
When you're out there, there's no telling what you'll find.
I see it! I see it! Oh, look at you.
There are some moments only the forest can inspire. Find yours at discovertheforest.org.
Now, the latest in Trojan sports on Troy TrojanVision News.
Despite weather delays on the green, the women's golf team has won its second consecutive Sun Belt Conference championship. The Trojans finished 12 strokes ahead of second place Texas State, Langley of Illinois finished third by tying her career marks of 18 and 36 holes. The women's golf team became the first Troy golf program to win back-to-back Sunbelt Conference titles. The Trojans will make their second appearance as a Division I program in the NCAA Regionals next month. The men's golf team hopes to repeat what the women have already done in their conference championship play. Coach Matt Terry says that his team is looking to come out on top.
You know, without a shadow of a doubt, the guys want to win. They feel like they're the best team in the conference, and you know, my biggest thing for them is we just need to go there and handle our business. And if we do the best we can, we'll see what happens. Some team may come up and beat us, but I feel like if we can go down there and do what we got to do and keep the ball in play off the tee and make as many putts as we can, we'll end up on top.
The men tee off in their Sunbelt Conference Championship play on Sunday in Destin, Florida. The women's tennis team will be in New Orleans tomorrow to open up the Sunbelt Championship. Troy has won 3 straight matches entering the tournament, beating Appalachian State, Samford, and Florida A&M. Troy comes into the tournament as the number 6 seed and will take on number 3 seed UT Arlington at 11:30 a.m. Trang Huynh leads the Trojans with a singles record of 15-3, in which her last 12 matches are in the number 1 position. The winner of the opening match will then take on the winner of the number 2 Georgia State and number 10 Arkansas State match. The men's tennis team came off of a 6-1 win on senior day over UAB, ranked as the number 1 seed in the conference. Coach Scott Kidd says they are looking to carry that boost of confidence into the Sunbelt Conference Championships.
I think they needed that little extra booster headed into this week at conference. You know, conference is going to be tough. You know, they understand that everybody's going to be starting with a clean slate, and you know, I think anybody can win the conference. You know, if you look at the conference, everybody's beating everybody. We're the ones that stand alone undefeated, but that means nothing going into conference. So we're taking it seriously. We're going to take it match by match, and you know, hopefully on Sunday, you know, we will be in the finals holding the trophy.
The men begin conference championship play on Saturday at 3 p.m. in New Orleans. The baseball team is looking to extend their conference winning streak at UT Arlington this weekend. Coach Brad Phillips says they're hoping to use this weekend to set themselves apart in conference play.
Long road trip, very similar to the teams that we've played over the last few weeks in conference. They're in that bunch of teams that, you know, the parity is so tight between the group that from top to about the 8th spot. So they're in the same position we are. They're trying to figure out how to find some wins, get some momentum in the second half of the conference season. Road trips are always tough in conference. You know, but our goal is to go out there and win the series, get 2 of 3, and then see what happens from there.
The Trojans will take on the Mavericks tomorrow night at 6:30 p.m. The track and field team has a busy schedule coming up before they have their own conference championship. But head coach Mark Davis says their busy schedule will help prepare them to dominate for the championship.
I think it'll be good because we're going into the part of the season where we're starting to shorten everything up and taper and get ourselves together for a championship meet. We're going to Auburn this weekend. We're going to Penn Relays and Southern Miss next weekend. So everything we do from here on out is going to be fast and you know, shorter volume. And we're just getting ready to run fast, jump high, throw far.
The Trojans travel to Auburn tomorrow for the War Eagle Invitational.